Shared or joint residence describes a situation where children have a home with each of their parents. So they share their time between those two homes rather than having one main home and having contact with the parent in the other. So shared or joint residence can be an arrangement by agreement, or it can be as a result of a court order. Traditionally, court orders for shared residence were made where there's a very good level of cooperation between the parents. But increasingly these days they're made where there's a high level of conflict to recognise the status that both parents have.
And parental responsibility, how do you legally define that?
Well, parental responsibility really gives parents the right to make important decisions about their children's upbringing, about their education, about their religious upbringing, and also, for example, to give consent to things like medical treatment, school trips, and so on. Now, unmarried fathers whose children were born before the 1st of December 2003 don't automatically have parental responsibility, and nor do any unmarried fathers whose children were born after that date, but if they're not named on the birth certificate. You can get parental responsibility either by court order or by agreement with the mother on a standard form, and there's a procedure you need to go through. It is important for the children that both parents' status is recognised, and parents who have a very good and committed relationship with their children should have parental responsibility.
And what is contact, or access as it's more commonly known?
Yes, well, access is the terminology that's still used these days, even though the law changed back in 1991 and it's now in legal terms called contact. And contact describes the situation where the children have contact with the parent with whom they don't have their main home. And that contact can take place in lots of different forms. It can describe actual face-to-face contact, whether that means during the day or overnight staying contact. It can also include contact by indirect means such as telephone, email, webcam or Skype.
And what are the usual arrangements for contact?
What's important is what works best for the children and for the family. Clearly, if the parents live close to each other, then one set of arrangements is going to be more appropriate for them than it would be for parents who live at other ends of the country. So it really does depend on the particular circumstances of that family. However, if there were to be a common pattern of contact, that is often alternate weekends and then another night during the week, overnight stay in contact.
But say, for example, I have a new partner. How does that affect the contact arrangements?
It does need to be done sensitively and probably generally when you're sure that the relationship is going to be a long-lasting one. Ideally, you would discuss the situation with the children's other parent before they're introduced to the new partner, because the children are likely to tell the other parent about it, and it can put them in a difficult position if they feel they can't talk freely about these things to both parents.